On the last live, I got that people couldn't see or hear me, and I wasn't getting a lot of engagement. So hopefully you guys will be able to find this live, and we can get praying and talking. So anyway, for those of you that will watch this after, because I'll probably post it after, this is the purple sweet potatoes that I've cut up to add to the soup, and I'm going to just add them to the soup right now. So we're going to let those boil, and now I have some orange, and I also have some white. So I'm going to be cutting these guys up too, peeling and cutting. And what I was saying in the live that I was on, that I shut down because of the technical problems, was that, let's see, it's 9:30. The one thing I don't want to do is so my friend is going to go live with a meditation group in 30 minutes. So I am going to cut this live in 15. So we're going to go live for 15 minutes. And I'm going to peel potatoes, and I am going to honor prayer requests and lift up in prayer anybody who needs prayer. If anybody that comes online needs prayer. Looks like it's slow again. Looks like YouTube is just slow getting lives and stuff out there. Maybe it's just not working. The last one, it didn't seem to be working. So, here's some orange sweet potato. We were so blessed to get a beautiful harvest of sweet potatoes this year. And the only sad thing is that they're going to be gone soon. We harvested in November, and they will be gone by the end of January, no doubt. I'll have to be buying store-bought sweet potatoes by the end of January. So next year, I have to get my sweet potatoes in earlier, and I probably have to do a bigger plot because we did not get enough sweet potatoes to last us. And the nice thing is we found a nice storage place for the sweet potatoes. So their storage is wonderful. They're not growing any eyes or anything. And they've been storing really well. So I think the sweet potatoes would last the whole winter if I had grown enough. But yeah, like I said, we only have enough probably to last us just this month. But that's all right, you know. That's I'm using them, and I'm using them for what they should be used for. You know, I made a sweet potato kale soup, like I said, and I'm also going to be using some of these in dog treats. So I'm boiling up the sweet potato, and I'm going to be mashing it and using it in dog treats. I was also thinking about making sweet potato bread again because that came out really well. I made some purple with the purple sweet potatoes. I made these rolls, and they were so good. So maybe I'll do that with some of the sweet potatoes. But the first thing is that our sweet potato and kale soup was overly kaled. So I'm just cutting some sweet potatoes to get that taken care of first. Hello, what am I making? I'm making all kinds of things. So we grew sweet potatoes this year, and so I'm using them up, unfortunately. I was hoping they would last all winter, but they won't. But I'm going to be using some of these, I'm boiling them, and I'm going to use some in dog treats to sweeten them, and some will go into a soup. And I'm considering putting some in some potato bread or rolls, so we'll see. But the reason why I came on is because while I do things like this, while I peel sweet potatoes, while I wash dishes, while I water plants, I often pray. I like to pray, and I like to pray for people. So I'd like to know if there's anybody who's come on who has a prayer request or has something that we can lift up in prayer together as a group. This does not need to be any denomination or any sort of thing like that. I don't care if you believe in God. You can pray to whoever you want to pray to in this group. But if anyone has a prayer request, I would love to ponder on that and pray on that as I peel my sweet potatoes, because that is something that I think is something that we can all do, right? When we're doing those mindless tasks throughout the day, we can go into prayer and we can think about those people in our lives who need us to lift them up in prayer, who need us to send positive vibrations. I'm not the most Christian or most religious person. I would say I'm definitely more spiritual than religious. So, when I'm doing this, oftentimes, like, I'm thinking about somebody, maybe, I had a friend who had a stroke. So I'm thinking about him being able to move his hands and do what he wants to with his hands. I see him being able to grasp a pen again. So a lot of what I do instead of prayer is actually like a positive visualization while I am doing, like, more mindless tasks. Now, while I'm cutting these sweet potatoes and talking to you guys, I'm not. But that's because I'm doing two things at once. But I just wanted to come on and talk about that. Talk about, like, while I'm peeling a sweet potato, not necessarily cutting it, I will go into a reflection where I am visualizing a friend or a relative who's in need, getting whatever that they need. Oh, blessings, Denise. It's so good to see you. Don't worry, I'll be off by 10 a.m. Eastern time. I just wanted to come on while I'm peeling, because as I peel, it's like a mindless time where I go into like a mode where I am thinking about people that I can visualize improving, being healthy, being strong, getting what they need. And I just wanted to talk about that with people for a little bit this morning, and how we can all do that when we're doing our mindless tasks throughout the day. When you're showering, I find that a great time to pray and to visualize for other people. And watching TV when those commercials come on, that's a good time. Pray, take your break then, and pray and visualize visualize yourself in an awesome position, and visualize your friends and family exactly how they want to be. These are just times when we can do this, and these little things do make a difference. The other thing that you can do is when you're watching a TV show and the commercials come on, for each commercial, think of one thing that you're grateful for. As they try to sell you something, think about, hey, I'm grateful for this. They're trying to sell you like a brand new Lexus or something. You could say, wow, I'm really grateful for my RAV4 that really got me through the snow, last year. Or, if they're selling, if it's a beer commercial or something like that, you could say, yeah, I'm really grateful that I live in a country where I can just order beer from DoorDash. It can be really simple things that you're grateful for, but they're nice little reminders and little tricks that I use to get my vibration up. It looks like someone's spamming in the chat. Hello, spammer. Bless you, spammer. I wish you well. It's probably a bot, but if you're not a bot, if you're a real human, blessings to you, and I wish you well. So anyway, I'm almost done peeling. I just have this one to go. And when I'm done peeling, I'm going to go offline because my friend is going to start her meditation group at 10. And I'm going to want to jump on that. So I'm just going to do now a general meditation for everyone, where I want us all just to pull. So, sorry, got knocked off. So, I want us all to think of something that we are grateful for and fill your heart with that gratitude. So, think about something that you're grateful for and fill your heart with that feeling of gratitude now. Fill your heart with that feeling of gratitude. And now I want you to think about the people in your life that are in need of something. And I want you to visualize them with whatever it is they need or want. If you have a sick relative, visualize them healthy. If you have a poor friend, visualize them coming into a great deal of money. I want you to do these visualizations while you have that beautiful feeling of gratitude in your heart. And let's take 3 nice deep breaths while we do that. And like I said, this is something that you can do during a TV commercial, right? So this is something you can do anytime. You can do it while you're on the toilet. So, and I'm telling you, it will change your life and it will change the lives of those around you. So it is getting close to when my friend is going to come online for her meditation group. So I am going to step back now and I'm just going to send love to everybody who's here today. And I hope that if you came in late and you missed the little heart-centered meditation that we did, that when I post this, you'll go forward and find that and do that with us. So, yes, I love you all. Mwah. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.